Welcome back to Perl on DocsBench. We've been working with lists and arrays, and the one thing that we haven't yet done is display an array element's index along with the value of the element. And so that's what we're going to do in this episode, all about displaying indices. Here's a short script that I created to display not only the elements of our MAC array, but also the corresponding index values of the elements. So let's move down to the first statement. And I'm displaying the title, displaying indices, which is the Perl of index. Of course, in order to print out the indices, we have to have an array. And so I have our old friend, the MAC array. And I've sorted the MAC array in alphabetical order or ASCII order and saved it back to itself. Here I print the subtitle. Again, MACs in sorted order. But beyond that, things get a little different. I have a for each, but this time I'm not doing a for each scalar MAC within the array MAC. No, I'm using the index as a counter. And remember that array indices or subscripts always begin at 0. So I'm starting my index value at 0. The double dots in that line represent a range, beginning at 0 and going up to a maximum of this number, $pound MAC. Remember that the $pound means the last index value, in this case, of MAC. So for each element within the array MAC, regardless of how big it is, we will get them all in index order. Okay? Now, here's our loop. Of course, we will move our index up from 0 to 1 to 2 and so on, but that's handled for us automatically at the end of the loop. And then after incrementing the index, the for each statement will actually check it to make sure it's within bounds or within that range, 0 to the highest index of MAC. Once it becomes greater, our loop ends. Now, what I'm doing within my loop is a simple print statement with concatenation. So I'm printing out an escape T, which is a tab. And after my tab, I'm adding the value of index. And then I concatenate a space, a dash, and a space. And to that, I concatenate the contents of MAC at that particular index. But notice it's not the @Mac, it's the $Mac. So I'm after the scalar value of Mac found at a particular location, identified as index. And then finally, to the end of that, I concatenate a carriage return, the escape N. And here's my terminal window, and it's all set to run each Mac. So let's have a go. And there it is. The index of Big Mac is 0. The index of General Douglas MacArthur is 1. The index of macaroni and cheese is 2, and so on. That is all there is to it.